Okay, Matthew back with you. Sorry it's zoomed in, but this is all white, so it's kind of hard to see. But you'll see I've got this side pretty much done. I got some filler in here. I got another little spot there that had a couple holes, and a little bit back in here again. But other than that, this side here is nicely done. I do have the two strips added onto this side that I need to shape down to match the flare out you can see on this side here to get to fit on the other side. And what I'm doing now is this hole here and one of the holes over here where the exhaust goes through. I have already plugged with plastic, and I'll go over that with a little bit of filler just to get it smoothed over. And all I've done was just took some stretch sprue and just putting it through the hole and gluing that in place. So when that dries, I'll just nip it off and go back over that with a little bit of filler if need be. And I'll be able to use that because I'm doing the tank delete, and of course the holes and wouldn't be there for the the thing for the real car. They would just have bolted to the frame or whatever for the exhaust. Wouldn't be no holes here for the in a real car, so we're getting rid of those. They don't need to be there because we're using the headers for that, so we're going to get rid of those. I think what I'm going to do is we'll make a couple straps here, like gas tank straps, and just leave the straps hanging there like they just loosen them up and slid the tank out and just let the straps hang there. Or rest those up a little bit as well. And then in let's see, what's in there? Just a second here, guys. Sorry about this. Just lid back on this bottle. Then on the body, I'm gonna take this filler door out. Just totally get rid of it, throw it away. And behind, I'm gonna put a piece of this thin stock, and behind that to fill the hole. And then I'll put me a hole through that, and then I'll pipe another piece of this behind that. Like it would be a little flapper in there, so it looks like you would have where you put your filler in to put gas in the car. So it looks like just maybe the door broke off, whatever. This looks like somebody just went to a junkyard or something, got this car and turned, later on turned it into a gasser. So that's, would have been broke off. I just took the fuel tank out. Cap's going to be gone because, of course, there's no hose going to the fuel tank. Don't need none of that. You can stick a rag in there, I guess, let it hang out. Just things like that. So it'll be fun. Should be interesting, none the least. It may not, for sure, be a show winner, but it should look fun sitting there anyway. Definitely look fun up on my shelf. So let me stop this one for now. I'm just going to get a little bit more here done. On this, once we get these tubs and stuff done back here, then I'll be able to put the frame in place. I have to white glue that in place, and then put the rear end, and then find my backs and stuff for this. Then I'll have to end up cutting the rear end, putting that together. I'm going to put weld seams around that where we weld back together, and do my weld thing around that. And Yeah, it should all be fun. So that's where we're at, and I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, so as you can see, I started trying to do the weld lines around the tub. First time I've ever tried this, and this technique is just not working. I tried to make a little device to do it. I tried using the Tamiya, both Tamiyas, to melt the. Well, I made the little stretch screw and put it down. I should have just tried one. I put a little piece across here, a little piece across here. But I went ahead and done all the other things around the tub as well. But I should try welding one section or the other first before doing all the others. And but this stuff's not. It won't melt it enough to let you imprint something into it. So then I've tried heating everything. You see my knife. I've tried heating stuff to allow me to melt it, and that's it. I burned through one. This is my second tea light candle, and it's just not. This is not allowing and/or giving me the effect that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all this. Well, these will have sand off. Got one down inside of here that I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get that one out. This one I'll be able to cut off. These will sand off. We'll get rid of those. And I'll try another little idea I'm going to try. And luckily this side I haven't done anything to it yet. I haven't even scalped this side yet. I want to go ahead and get this one the way I want it first. And yeah, then I'll start on this side. I still got some more putty here I'm playing with at the same time to get it just right. So you see me fill those holes. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then I'll probably show you what I'm going to do next, and or show you after I've already tried a piece of it and see how it works. So I'll just do one little piece at a time on that. So let me come back when I got something else to show you. Alright, so by far this is going to be the dirtiest you have ever seen my bench. And that's probably because this is the first time I've ever tried doing stuff like this. And there's a good reason for that. You touch one thing on a car, and that changes everything. You try and add a tub, then you have to change the exhaust, and you have to change the motor, you have to change the wheels, the windshield doesn't fit anymore, the hood doesn't fit anymore, the windows don't fit anymore. You as well plan on rebuilding the whole flipping car. And I just have never been into that. Probably the doors won't even fit, and they're glued shut. Well, they weren't even cut open. They probably won't even fit when I'm done. And but anyhow, so when I got done, I put this in place. Well, I went ahead and get ahead of myself. I went ahead and done the other tub. Put in the car, check, tubs fit fine. Laid the frame on thusly, and then realized the frame came over into the tub area. So then I put it all into the car, and then realized my tires won't go into my tub area because there's a frame there. So yeah, that's why you don't change one thing. You have to change every flipping thing on the car. So now I've got some rod. I had to go buy some rod. I got some Milliput. I got some Milliput at Hobby Lobby, which has since raised everything double the price of what it used to be because they got a 40% off coupon. Anyhow, got my hours there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. I ain't pointing here. I'm going to cut this rod out. I'll either reuse that one or make another one later. whatever. We'll cut this brace back here out. We'll cut some of this platform here out. Push these frame rails together. Actually, what I'm going to do is cut this rail here in half. And just take a section out of it. Push those frame rails together as much as I can to still get them to form around this here. And hopefully that will give me enough to still clear to clear this back here. And I'll have to try and straighten these. I actually may not have to move this up here. May just be able to move these back here or in place. And reattach this. Make me a weld bead across a couple of places. Add me some flat stock. However, somebody would have kind of jerry-rigged it back in the day. Put some rust all over that. And yeah, it's taking a big turn of events. But the tubs look really good. Gotta do some final sanding on this side where I added the pieces. And smooth this out. I put some filler in there. I may just take some mill cut and make it nice smooth. Or some of the thin, this thin plastic I have would make a nice, nice transition there too as well. Then we'll have the little tray here. So actually the back may not be seen too much. Yeah. Back I won't be seen. Actually the front may not be seen. I don't know what goes in the front. Could be some kind of a panel or something, because I haven't researched that part. So maybe just the top of these tubs is also going to be seen. And I did have a good comment that somebody sent me that you could use medicine bottles. Good comment. You could, and I have probably, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple hundred of them back there. I take like 28 pills a day, and I give them through the mail. I get 90-day supplies, and I've got, I don't know, at least 4 different 90-day supplies of each pill. Got them, I guess, I got them in a suitcase. And but the hard part's going to be you're limited to the size of the pill bottle as to the size of your tub. And so you may not find one to fit exact opening as to what you want, and then it may not be the height you want. So I just went ahead and I used one of my shop cards and cut me a template to fit the opening that I wanted. Then once that template was done, I cut out some of this thin stock, the template, 2 of those, laid it down. Actually, I fastened it to this with one of these little clamps. And then took some of that thin, I hate this. Everything's just throwed everywhere. I'm driving myself absolutely insane because I don't build like this. Where I just done with that thin stuff I was just playing with. If you know where I put it, let me know. But anyway, I just took some of that thin stuff. Some of this stuff. And just bent it around. And then flipped it, tacked it in the center, bent it around, and I had this hanging off a bench, and I just put another clip on the end of this little thing here, so I had it hanging off. Just slid this over so it would hold that in place. Same on the other side. And that just to glue it around there and let it set for a little bit with my quick stuff. And that made the tub. Of course, the tub flared out a little bit at the top because it went on the whole top. But once you got it in place and was able to lay it flat across where you wanted it, then the tub laid right in place. And then you was able to cut the inside of the tub to match in there, and it looks really, really good. And then you had the shape of the tub that you really, really wanted. So, alright, with all that being said, I got off on a tangent there. I'm all flabbergasted with the state of my bench. I hate this. So anyway, I'm going to go doing some more chopping and cutting here. And, of course, it's 8 minutes. I'm going to have to put this to the end of this video and put a couple segments in front of it. And I'll come back and show you what I've cut and hacked and what I've done. So you'll see that probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching and stay tuned, and bye bye for now.